Alright, I think we made a good poem here. Hi again, Dan. Glad to see you didn't run away on one of... Right, Monica's now exceptionally British, we've decided. Just remind me of that if I give her a different voice or accent. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming or of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into the lit world when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join the club this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps our manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Dan always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you always set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Dan can become good friends too.
Sayori!
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri even bought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
No, never mind.
Sayori made it sound like a bit. Oh,
Sayori!
oh, hold on, we're on the wrong character.
Sayori!
Give me a second. I'm composing myself. Sayori made it sound like a big deal. It's really not. What did I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gestures from you is just a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, don't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Aw, that's nice of her.
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
Discuss it if you want it.
this is...
How has this girl accidentally been so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read it. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for his chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself? Oh my god! How am I supposed to occupy myself with literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Oh yeah, hold on. How's that? Too loud? It's my Yuri. It's my Yuri voice, isn't it? Bit too low. How's that sounding? Let me know if it needs to go up a little further more. That's good. Thank you, lads. I close my eyes. Hey, lads, thank you. I close my eyes and end up listening in Sayori's conversation with Monica.
we're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place.
I sound like Pinocchio from Shrek.
Nobody will come in the first place, even if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do things that speak to their creative minds. What's this?
Oh, that's my part. Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do a trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why I suggested it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, Finn.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! Hey Sayori! Ooh-ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out my chair.
Hee. Sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club.
Do our schools have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll still need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud! I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
Hee. It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Huh? Not every day.
It's not very convincing. How many days this week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret, okay?
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
Can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Huh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hat. It's sticking all around here.
Ah!
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you need a brush for this.
My hair is really hard to get right.
I'm not falling for that, but it's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. I mean, there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. Am I like her dad or something?
But nobody would notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you because they don't want you to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about any of that.
Hey, you meanie!
You don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori, why don't you have a boyfriend? Hold on. Why don't you think you have a boyfriend yet? That's brutal.
Ah! That's super mean.
Sorry, but you thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better you look, you'll change your mind. This is weird.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess?
Hey, be careful! The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Oh, Jesus Christ. Does this even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you wouldn't have noticed it sooner. It doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means...
Oh, Christ above.
It means my boobs are getting bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew, that's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms and throws around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't even let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all of these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. I don't like this dynamic. It's a deal.
Eehee.
Sorry.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other, and we are taking care of ourselves.
Guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everybody. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Dan, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I could really find so much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well, now everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull up their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet and loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh no, who should I show my poem to first? Chat, do we have any verdict? I'll let the chat decide, I think. Or we just enjoy the happy tunes. Oh shit, I've just closed the stream. Got a favourite yet? No, Nathan, no, we're annoying. Sayori, irritating. Natsuki, massive chip on her shoulder. Monica, just plain. Yuri, get a personality, Yuri. With that said, are we running out of time? I know. I couldn't handle it. I could not handle someone talking to me like that in any right. Yuri seems to like us though, doesn't she? So we'll pick Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. My least disliked, probably Yuri. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. And she is like the best at literature, isn't she, I guess? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. This is what I'm talking about. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. How would you deal with a conversation with this person? I'd have to leave. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine, really. I didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognise in new writers is that we try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, we tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that I don't understand this. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Oh. Once Yui finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even in a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself. Oh, I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't supposed to be the literature club? I can't read this, holy shit. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calmly breathing the air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. To be fair, I couldn't make it out. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Yes, I was. But it took you a long time to read. Fucking be nice. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is kind of pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Yuri? That's a random question just come out. Have you seen Most Haunted? Ooh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dan. Really? I thought it was about a streetlight. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance at it after all. But remember that poets even, often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Oh, that's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it like that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think of that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh, I have to go for all of them. Right, let's just go top to bottom. Hold on. I need a drink before we start talking to Sayori. You know what fucks my life up. Ah, there we go.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Dan.
Huh?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori,
He must...
Oh, you must seriously be overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Christ. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it?
Well, I'm not sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a damn poem! And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. She's too needy. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front.
Not to...
Oh, I don't know who's doing that part. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Dan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that's only good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright. I'm gonna hold on to that then.
Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. I'm not doing it in her voice. It'll murder my throat. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish a ray of a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Beautiful! Thing of beauty. How do we skip? Oh, there we go. Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds like you just... It just sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs on toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's a bad thing to skip breakfast, Dad. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing that. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it then. Alright, let's get Natsuki whilst we're doing the bad voices out of the way. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Whoa, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want me to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, and horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, and that's about it. That was awful. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I don't. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of a poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. I've just walked into his club and I'm acting like the fucking chairman of it. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I like it in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts me more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end and then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Am I just bad at... I didn't do well in English, did I? Maybe that's why I'm not getting it. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngsters one here, did ya? No, guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And when we finish with Monica... Hi, Dan. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course. I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Don. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But if that's the sort of buy-up, then we'll all let you get past soon. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure you're not reading too much into this? Well, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah. That's totally expected. Unexpected, sorry. Oh, one sec, lads. Just had a quick pause on the stream just to answer a WhatsApp message. There we go. We're back. We're back. We're going to be a little bit in between at the moment. Simply because I got someone messaging me. Anyway, back to it. Well, each to their own. And you shouldn't be afraid of experimenting a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about pressing them or anything. Ha ha! Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, That's because I have to sound confident. Thank you, Nathan. That doesn't mean I always feel in that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction of the speckled protrudes. A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas! Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now, I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Dark. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ha ha ha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and the lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe even after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand. Go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.